Okay guys, so it was possible for me to beat Estark, however this one might be a long one, I am not even sure. It took me about 60 turns to get through this, but if you run into bad luck, things can go wrong really fast, so we gotta be careful here and there. But anyway, I basically almost maxed everybody out. Marshal's the only one that's not maxed out, but I did get them to a decent level. I also used up all my stat seeds as well. Um, so let me look at everybody here. Goodybag, I put mainly agility seeds and life seeds on, which is why you see their HP as that. I ran out of medical herbs that I usually use to top everyone off, so I'm leaving them at 200 because it's not imperative that they are above 200, but it does help to be a little bit above. But yeah, they got all the agility and the life seeds as mentioned, which is why their agility is 127. It's this way so that they could be consistently ahead of Estark. Estark every now and then was outspeed Gumdrops, and we really need Gumdrops to go ahead of them. Now, for Bouldy, I gave all my resilience seeds to, because I wanted to get them as much physical defense as possible. Otherwise, they are basically a sitting... They'll be a bit of a sitting duck against the physical attacks. They have resistance to everything else except for physical damage. So, I left it at that. Excuse me. Nothing else. I didn't give them anything else, though. They seem to naturally have 255 luck, so good for them. But I don't know how much that'll help. But maybe that's what helps keep them alive. Who knows? I never understand luck very well. I heard it has something to do with statuses, but that's not a factor in this, so... Anyway, for Marshal, I gave all my strength seeds to, because, well, he's our main attacker. And he doesn't even breach the 255 strength mark, so... I mean, maybe if I maxed him out at level 50, he might, but it's just like... I'm sorry, that's a lot of grinding, and since this is possible, I'm going to do it, but if you maxed him out, even then, I don't think he gets max strength, but you might get a little bit more, at least, out of it. Excuse me. Oh, I forgot another thing. For Bouldy, I gave all the MP seeds to, so that they could use Zing on the fly if need be. That does really help, by the way. Sometimes they just do a pocket Zing in the same turn, and it really does help. So that's the other thing I forgot to mention. Because let me see, HP, MP are recovered. I did strength and agility and resilience. I think that's all the seeds. Because wisdom we've already used up before. And now Pocus Poppet unfortunately doesn't get anything. There was no other seeds to really be given to them that they really, really needed. I was going to give them HP, but I have them in the back instead. That's the best defense I can give them, unfortunately. They don't get much resistances. Now our item setup. So I got rid of Gumdrops' weapon because they are the pure support of this run. Of this fight, I should say. Because Poppy was for, like, the mix support, but now Poppy is actually going to be a kind of attacker, but does heal. They've always been the mix support, though, so that's fine. Bouldy's pure support. But anyway, yeah, so Gumdrops is going to be utilizing the War Drum, because Gumdrops is fast and decently resilient. Other than physical damage, they can live for a while, and I'm surprised how well they do for a level 7 maxed out monster. Staff of Salvation, they'll be using that very often with the Yigdu when things get really dire. It does happen, and so we really are going to want to be able to use that Yigdu when needed. They also have a bunch of Yig Leaves, as usual. I threw a Fairy Foil on for a turn where if they actually don't need to heal, War Drum, or Revive, just in case, just to waste some time, but also it will help Gumdrop survive a physical attack better. Just about if any of them are double physical attack, they're dead. But in my test run so far, that has not happened. And 1 Rebirth Stone's on Gumdrops. For Bouldy, I left the Steel Fangs because, honestly, there's not much else to really give them. They have an Ionosphere for their attack anyway, though. Yig Leaves for emergencies, Rebirth Stone on them, and of course the Sage Stone, which I am going to right now go ahead and put that in the first position, because there are times where I'm going to want them to instead use the Sage Stone manually, because Marshal sometimes will need to revive, and I don't want Bouldy to use a Zing and Marshal use a Yig Leaf in the same turn sometimes. Alright. Now for Marshal, Hela's Armor, just to give him the extra breath resistance, along with the Ogre Shield and Miracle Sword, of course. I left the crude image on for shits and giggles, because there's really no other reason there's no reason to give them more Yig leads, really. So they're all up on the Yig leads. And for Poppy, Poppy's already had their best equipment, including the flowing dress. They have a Staff of Salvation because they will help out healing sometimes, but they're mainly going to be utilizing the Dragon Staff or Yig leaves if they need to. Poppy will be probably the one that dies the most in this because unless they use the Dragon Staff, they have no real good resistances against Estark. It's unfortunate. I did consider having someone just spam the Terror Crow because, oddly enough, Estark is susceptible to being stunned, but it's a 1 in 3 chance because he's 66% of the time will resist it. So if you ever have someone that literally has nothing better to do, that would be an option, but I decided against that because I feel like it'd be better to just... It's better to even have Poppy like to throw a buff out more than waste time. And Dragon Staff is more useful, so... And I did consider putting the Terror Crow on Gumdrops as well, but I rather do a buff spell instead. I also could have Gumdrops use Kaswoosh, which will do okay damage, but unfortunately Kaswoosh is not as good damage as the Dragon Staff has. So that's why Gumdrops is full support. But okay, that's everything. I'm going to cut the recording here because I don't know if this is going to take multiple tries, and I'd rather not have to force you guys to see a very, very long fight where I end up dying in the first one, because even with fast forward, this took me a long time at my test runs. So, I'll be right back at the start of the fight. And it's boss time against Estark. The very first thing we're going to do is War Drum. You are going to attack, and you are just going on the Dragon Staff right away. See, that damage is pretty decent. 69, nice. Alright, Cold Breath. Ow. And immediately Disruptive Waves. Whoops, here comes the Sage Stone. This is why I didn't worry about healing Gumdrops, because the Sage Stone is going to be constant. I feel like we should just right away do this, and Dragon Staff again. Alright, 69 was last. 84, that's pretty good, and that's more reliable than Kaswoosh is. Alright, Gumdrops managed to take the hit pretty well. Good for you. Also, that Miracle Sword is going to help Marshal do better, keep himself alive a little longer. Now, for this, I'm actually going to have... probably let Poppy die, because Gumdrops is a better person to keep alive. Sadly, Poppy is the one that... the designated one to let die in a lot of these cases. Oh, I do like it when he does Caprizzle on Gumdrops. Oh, he had Bounce on him, too. I forgot about that. He only starts with it, though. Alright, we're actually in pretty good condition, but I'd rather top people off. So let's keep Poppy alive now that we have the chance to do this okay. Yep, even Bouldy got to attack, though I don't like it when Bouldy goes first. Sadly, I can't lower their agility, so... Okay, let's go ahead and start the Salvation, and you attack. But yeah, this fight is going to be pretty repetitive and pretty long. I forget if I mentioned it, but it took me about like 60 rounds to get through this on my last test run. Alright, good. This is a case of... I'm going to heal Bouldy instead. We want to keep Bouldy around as long as possible. Personally, just not to waste the... Yep. There goes Marshal. I guess I gambled and lost, but... luckily that happened, at least. Alright, I should War Drum, but I'm actually just going to Staff of Salvation... Debating. Poppy's going to be able to go first, so I'd rather... let's keep Marshal up. Okay... yeah, that worked out. Because then the Sage Stone comes out. Alright. Now, I'm going to War Drum, attack, and I'd rather you Dragon Staff over healing yourself. If she's going to heal, she's going to heal other people. There we go. See, Bouldy sometimes is faster, and that's great, and then there's other times where it's not great. At least Bouldy can take breath attacks very well. And yeah, I think I made the right decision doing that. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and heal Poppy. You're going to attack. I feel like Marshal should survive. But if you double Cold Breast, then we're screwed, probably. Just Disruptive Wave. We don't need to Yigdu yet. Yigdu is more if both Gumdrops and Bouldy are in trouble at the same time. but right now we're doing okay. I'm actually going to War Drum instead. You attack, and I'm going to probably sacrifice Poppy and let him do Staff of Salvation on Marshal. You'll survive that, and you're surviving that too. Okay. That's actually pretty good. Alright, we're actually in a decent spot. Going to... Do I want to War Drum this? I think I'm going to. And I'm going to have you... I don't think you'll survive. I'd rather you just get some damage in. So Poppy's probably going down. Unless they Disruptive Wave. Oh, wow! Oh! We might have 2 down in this. This might be Yigdu time. I'd rather not, though. I'm gonna try and save Marshal. Oh, wow. Bouldy, good timing to be fast this time. That might have saved Marshal. Might. Unless he gets physically attacked. That worked! Also, that healing staff is helping, too. I'm gonna have to focus down on Marshal, though, here. We need to try to only let 1 be dead down at a time. That's fine. And that's fine, too! Oh! I think I might need to Yigdu this. Do I risk it? I'm gonna Yigdu. It's better. It probably should have been used at another time, but I feel like there's too many that were low. Okay, that's fine too. And Marshal should be okay after this attack, and we're good. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and heal Poppy and keep it up. But yeah, it really depends how Estark's feeling depending on how this run's gonna go. Alright, Cold Breath. And Disruptive Wave too. I am going to... I'll focus on healing Poppy this time. And she can Dragon Staff. Okay. That's not so bad, and Bouldy's going to Sage Stone, and Marshal should be in decent health. Alright. We might be in a bit of a stagnated thing here. I might have to sacrifice Poppy again soon here. Alright, Disruptive Wave. Let's see what he does next. That's not bad at all. Kaboom hurts and all, but it's managed at least. Alright, this is the case where I'm going to sacrifice Poppy so I can get the War Drum in, and she's going to heal Marshal. If he Fire Breaths, Poppy's down. Yep, that could have saved her. She's not down, at least. He really does not like War Drum, though. I'm going to use the same move here because we at least hit a positive on that. So, she's going to heal him to keep him around. And she's probably going down. Okay. Nice! Yeah, right now, if we can keep baiting out Disruptive Wave, we'll slowly but surely get through this at least. Alright. Because now, we can actually just Dragon Staff. Okay, that's not bad. And because Poppy's on Dragon Staff, she's okay. Yeah, that Dragon Staff is so useful. Seriously, like, even if you don't like to use it as a weapon or something, it's still useful to keep people alive that need it. I'm going to go ahead and heal Poppy then. Because Marshal should survive unless he's double attacked. Luckily, he seems to rarely double attack, knock on wood. Okay, that's fine. Yep, this is part of the chorus right now. Alright. So yeah, baiting out that Disruptive Wave is always good. Even if it ruins Marshal since he's going last now. Ow, quit it. I'm not really worried about Gumdrops, though, in this. So I'm going to just War Drum and let these guys do their thing. It's weird how, unless it's physical, Gumdrops is fine. And Bouldy got to go first, too. That's good. Alright, so only Marshal and Bouldy take the hits. And that's fine. Nice. Okay. Just keep it on up. I figure if this hits the 15 mark is when I might go into fast forward mode. So hopefully I don't have to because I know the music's going to get screwy if I do. By the way, in this run, I did not get all seeds because I decided not to go through... I didn't get every single treasure in the TNT boards like I usually do. Because honestly, I'm trying to see if I can cut back on that. That's probably the most time-consuming parts of this. And, ooh, Gumdrops. I am going to risk Gumdrops' life because we still have the Rebirth Stone. And getting damage out is a good idea. By the way, if Poppy turns into a dragon, it does a physical attack while under... Ooh, that could have been bad. While under War Drum, she does very good damage. She does comparable damage to Marshall, so it's actually pretty good when that happens. Alright, I'm going to have you heal Bouldy, because Bouldy's just slightly more important than Gumdrops. That's fine. And that's fine. Cool. Here comes the Sage Stone. Awesome. Alright. War Drum it up and just keep on going. So far, not too bad. We're getting the right damage output. My last test run, Marshall had to help revive at times because it was getting pretty bad. Alright, we didn't get Disruptive Wave this time, so you can just heal yourself. Nice! See, look at that damage! That's what I'm talking about, though. That's why I like Poppy in this position. Okay, I'm going to War Drum this, and I think we could just, yeah, I think you could get away with Dragon Step. Man, Miracle Sword's amazing. That's a little sad, but okay. Oh, and then you Fire Breath, you suck. Yeah, we're gonna start losing on the HP front soon. I'm going to try one more time with this. Let's see what he does. Okay, Kaboom is fine. Okay, yeah. I mean, those two are going to still be hurt a little bit because they don't have very good magic resistance. But that's alright. Because now you can dedicate a turn to heal, which unfortunately we have to prioritize Marshall. Poppy gets their attack in first anyway. Alright, I'm glad I did that. Poppy's down. Goldie's going to go for a zing. I'm going to... Alright, this is a case where I'm going to have to go to Tactics, make sure they follow orders. I'm going to have you go ahead, heal Marshall. You, I'm forcing you to use the Sage Stone, and you are going to Yiggly Poppy at the end. Oh, did I get screwed? I got screwed. Ooh, you survived? Holy shit, go Marshall for surviving that! I was not expecting that. Okay, switch you back to focus on healing. I don't remember if we got Disruptive Waved or not. So, heal, attack, and you heal too. Alright, that's gonna hurt. Okay! This is another time where Yigdu would be really wonderful. I wasn't paying attention to the damage because I was looking at the health more. I'm gonna have you heal, attack, and you're gonna Dragon Staff. I have a feeling that we don't have the drum up right now. A double cold. Oh no. There goes Poppy. That means we miss out on Sage Stone though. Alright, we do have the drum up right now. I'm going to go ahead and heal you. You're going to attack. And you're going to heal Bouldy. Had to think about that. Yep, I'm glad I did now. Oh. Okay. That was the right decision. Okay, now you need to heal Bouldy, you attack, and you can go to your dragon form. I kind of am a little sad. Oh, I'm glad I turned dragon. I'm kind of sad that the dragon staff kind of makes the puff spell less useful, though. Because it's just, use the dragon staff then. Alright, heal Marshall and attack. But yeah, that constant damage is definitely helpful, because Marshall by himself would take too long. Now, if we had a second Sage Stone, we might be able to manage something horrible like that, but it's just not a good idea. You're right, Poppy's not drummed up because they gotta get revived. Ooh, good surviving, Poppy. Alright, go ahead and heal Poppy then. But yeah, I thought of different approaches to this, though. Uh-oh. Well, there's the Rebirth Stone. I'm fine with that. It's okay. And actually, everyone's in pretty good spirits right now, so I'm going to Fairy Foil. May as well. Yeah. I figured that would happen. Also, when you revive somebody... Ooh! Sometimes when you revive someone, or a revival happens on the previous turn, like the Rebirth Stone, he only does one attack as if he got stunned. It's a nice glitch. He just did Disruptive Wave, so you can attack, and yeah. And we wards on this. Okay. Oh wow, yeah, you went too fast this time, Bouldy, but at least you did a little bit of damage there. Okay. Sacrifice Poppy. I think so. Go Dragon. Healing yourself is not as useful. Yeah, there goes Poppy. Okay. Good. I appreciated that. Now we can go ahead and heal... Bouldy will survive one physical hit. And a breath. You can't survive two, though. I'm going to heal Marshal, because Marshal still got the big damage, and go ahead and use your Dragon Staff to keep the damage output. Alright, that was a good decision. Okay. There we get the Sage Stone. And I'm going to go ahead and heal Bouldy now. You know, I wonder if it's debatable if I should have had Gumdrops with the Sage Stone over them, but I don't know. I think it's better the way I have this set up. Especially because they're on the slow side. Alright. War Drum, and yeah, possibly sacrifice Poppy. Let's see. Kaboom! That's going to do some big damage to those two. Okay. That's good. I like it when he frizzles Gumdrops. Gumdrops can handle this. Now you can go ahead and heal Poppy. Good luck on Poppy there. I wonder if this is the lucky crew, maybe? The Marshal's not particularly lucky. Huh. I can't check stuff right now. Let's go ahead and heal Bouldy up. That's fine. That's less fine, but Bouldy can take a hit at least. And this is why they got all the resilience seeds. They do have their Rebirth Stone still, I believe. I think. I can't remember. We did it! Wow, and just 15-ish minutes or so. That's not too bad. Well, for the battle part, anyway. Awesome. And really? Marshal was 5,000 experience away. Well, that's fine. How is this possible? 50 turns. Eh, better than the 60 turns I had last time, so all right. Yeah, and we're going to see his secret place of enjoyment. No, well, we can see his secret enjoyment, but we don't have to. But all right. This was an unorthodox team, but I'm actually kind of happy with how it came out. I wasn't expecting all four of them to work this way, but it worked out. Of the four, I'd probably say... none of these guys are, like, good tier, but I would say Gumdrops is surprisingly decent, but none of these would be, like, in your above, like, C tier, because, like, Mandrake is probably the highest tier of the three, just for being well-rounded, but, like, let's look over our people here. I mean, like, also luck, hold on. Yeah, everyone has above 100 luck. Okay, but he only has it because of the crude image. But anyway, yeah, like, when you look at them, Goodybag seems okay. Their only really useful thing is maybe Kaswoosh late game. They're decent in the beginning, though, with all their statuses, but statuses become less useful as you play. But still, at least Gumdrops has so much resilience with their shitty equipment, though, and resistances, that they actually can be good. And they're not so bad that, to recruit them, I think, anyway, they're not as bad as, say, oh, I don't know, Bouldy. Bouldy is bad mainly because of the recruitment thing. They're just as hard to get as a damn metal slime. Seriously, that is just ridiculous in my opinion. That should not be a thing. I'm just looking over what we have. Goodybag is a 1 in 16 chance. Yeah, so Goodybag is actually not that horrible to be recruiting. They're not super easy or anything, but they're easier than, say, a heal slime, so Go them, really. Uh, so Goodybag is actually pretty decent. Like, I would say not too bad anyway, but like Mandrake is 1 in 32. They're about the same as a heal slime, so that kind of lowers their usefulness in a recruitment way, in my opinion. They, you want, generally you should only want 1 in 16 is like probably the most that you should be going for, because otherwise 1 in 32 gets a little tough. Now, 1 in 32 for Mandrake's not too bad if you have the monster magnet that the mobile games have for it. But still, I don't know, like, he's just well-rounded at best. He gets a couple spells. Buff is okay. Kasap, okay. Sap's better than Kasap, and that becomes less useful as you go on. But, yeah, like, Kaswoosh was his only really good thing, and I didn't get a chance to use it for the only fights that mattered for it. So, because his physical damage is much better against Estark. So, I guess if you're an over-leveler, he might be okay. And then Poppy. What do we say about the Pocus Poppet here? Like, I don't know. They're useful. Okay, they are useful, like, in the sense of as a beginning monster. And they can work for, as you go later in the game, as we've noticed. But they are definitely the item master in this bit. Actually, how fast are they? Because right now their agility's maxed out. But if I gave it to somebody else, let's just do that real quick. How fast is a Pocus Poppet usually? 133. Alright. So they are the most naturally fast out of this group, but they are not, like, exceedingly fast. So, yeah, like, looking at their stats, they're well-rounded, but not in a good way. Hold on. Let me take off his Hella's armor real quick. Give it to Bouldy. Let's see. Wow, he actually has pretty good natural agility, funny enough. He's faster. No, yeah, he's faster than Poppy. Oh, yeah. He's well-rounded in a better way than her. His only thing that he's not have as much as her is wisdom and luck, which honestly in battles don't matter as much. And like strength, obviously he got artificially boosted through my stat seeds here and there, but still, like, yeah, Poppy is basically another body. They are not that great. As a team, they made an okay team, but I had to do some special, like, maneuvering to get this to work. So, yeah, I'd probably say Poppy is probably in your D tier if we're going to be ranking them, but I haven't made a full tier list yet. Eventually, I'm going to go over everything once I get through all the monsters. But anyway, that's it for Monster Party 14. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you guys have thoughts on these monsters, feel free to let me know what you think of them. I mean, if you take recruitment out, I guess Bouldy is decent. They have the lightning spell, so I actually didn't even need to give them that lightning staff. I just realized. That's a shame. But like Kerplunk was my emergency button, but I didn't think that if I was needing that, we probably would have been dead already anyway, because they're too slow to use it. So, in any case, that's it. I've got a couple more teams I have to do still for monster parties, but I think there's only like 2 to 4 left now. Huh. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.